Hey, good morning everyone to day 3 Hot Rod Drag Week 2025. So today it rained last night. Cars all wet. Everybody's cars are. So is the ground. But anyway, there may be a rain out today. So we're going to the track, get a pit spot just in case. But yeah, it's not looking good. Like 55% chance of rain at 9 o'clock through like 11 o'clock. And so, you know, we'll see. We'll see if they're going to have the track go hot at 8 o'clock or not. You know, you kind of got to change the car over just in case, you know, the weather clears, or they just, if we get there and they decide to call it, right? We show them our pictures from yesterday. And then, you know, I don't know if they'll have us take a picture that we were there at the track today, you know, so we can use that as part of tomorrow when we turn our pictures in. We'll have to wait and see. I did break one of my wiper blades off, so I need to remove my wiper arm so I can so I don't scratch my windshield up, so at least have one wiper working, and that will be the driver's side. Anyway, we'll get back to you guys once we know more what's happening on day 3. Oh, and by the way, Corey got in at 2 a.m. to the hotel. So they got to Tori's place about 7:15, I think he said. And they got done about midnight. And then he had to finish the route and get, you know, his pictures, you know, with the train and stuff. So anyway, that was a long day for Corey and Jeff. So he ran a bar across the back, cut out, you know, a section. Instead of the shocks being angled, they put them upright and did a bunch of work. So, you know, he's got you know, the rear suspension much more rigid, so it shouldn't, you know, cause any problems with the panels now, or, you know, any cracking and flexing of the rear suspension, you know, mounting points. So he should be good to go now, so I'll be curious to see how the car reacts to the changes. Well guys, as you can see, a lot of people camped here last night. So good for them for camping. And I don't know if you can see it, sprinkles it's sprinkling out right now. Well guys, in case it decides to rain, I figured I'd come down to the starting line and check out what Maple Grove looks like. So here we go. So we're parked right up there at the entrance of the staging lanes. We'll roll down the hill, come in, grab a lane, you know, and scoot on down into the trees. So it looks like a pretty cool setup here. Called them up to the lanes, and you can see they're in a rush to get up here. So here comes all the AB cars. It's tight down there. There goes Robic. Alright guys, almost all the AB cars have run. So once they finish running out, there's about one lane worth of cars left. There's like one 3/4 full lane and one, I don't know, quarter full lane. Once they finish the 3/4 full lane, they're going to call up C group and we're going to shoot up there. So that's talking with the staging line guys. You know, they kind of gave me a little heads up. 1078 with a 9. So just a hair slower than yesterday. Yesterday was 1077. So still mile an hour at 123, which is good that we were able to repeat the run from yesterday. So I'm happy with that. We're on our way to a 10-second average for the week. That's all I can ask for. Like I said, I'm not going to make the top 32. We got to find, you know, 3/10, and that would take a little more nitrous. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll throw a little bit more at it on a Friday just to see what it does. But hey, can't complain, right? 3/10s this week, 2 back-to-back runs that are very, very close to each other. I'll take that. So we're going to turn and burn with this. You know, with the broken leg and all, I'm ecstatic. You know, we'll chase after that 3/10 another day. Checkpoint, which was Eastwood, you know, the tool company. So we Tony Angelo bought 100 pizzas. You follow Tony's YouTube channel. He's a big pizza guy, right? He loves this one pizza brand. So, you know, some local place. So there's 100 pizzas there, and I wish I could have tasted it hot. You know, the crust was really good. You know, but I'm sure hot would have been probably better, but yeah, it was a good buy. So I had to buy some powder coat powders, bought a couple pounds of that, and they had some clearance on cartridge rolls to like port cylinder heads and stuff like that. So I bought 4 packages of those. There was like 10 cartridge rolls in a package. They were all the 320 grit, which I don't care. I mean, I'll use them. So I picked up a couple things, and then I ran into Raj, and Raj is like texting a couple of his buddies going, "I'm at Eastwood, what do you want?" So he's, you know, going to pick up some stuff apparently, and, you know, maybe for his buddies and take it back to him. So anyway, now we're, first checkpoint, like I said, that was 23.5 miles in. We're about 30 miles into the drive now, 125-ish miles yet to go. One more checkpoint after this, somewhere around, I think, 93 miles. American Speed Center of York. It's supposed to be a 40-year-old speed shop that a kid, when he was 18-year-old, he didn't know what he wanted to do in life, saw it in a magazine, become a speed shop owner, you know, a franchisee kind of deal. So he did it, and here he is, 38 or 40 years old later, 40 years later, doing a speed shop. So that's our next checkpoint. So until then, yeah, maybe I'll just do a little time lapse and we'll see you at the speed shop. Alright guys, so we're at the second checkpoint, American Speed Shop. I should have taken some video inside of Eastwood. It's actually pretty cool. So a bunch of the guys are here. Looks like right over there, the Corvette, which is the leader in small block, normally aspirated. Looks like they're doing a little maintenance. Hopefully nothing major wrong. So you see everybody starting to roll in, trying to get their pictures taken with the shop, and we'll kind of go on.